It's important when you have collision damage to your vehicle or you need servicing to your vehicle, you go to somewhere which is really reputable. And we, of course, have our very own collision and automotive specialist on the show, Leif Hansen. Leif, you do something very different at your stores, and it's not because you feel that you have to, it's because you know you have to, because you can't serve two masters. You can't serve the insurance company and the consumer, can you?
You can't. I mean, if you're going to do a quality repair, you're going to use the factory parts, you're not going to cut corners. You can't be beholden to the insurance companies.
And some of these insurance companies have some pretty bad raps of things that they made consumers do, but you actually change that.
You know, we've been in business for a long time. I've been doing this for almost 40 years now. And in the early 90s, we discovered that the insurance companies were starting to make these sweetheart deals behind the scenes with body shops where they would agree to make sure all the work went into a particular body shop. In exchange, that body shop would cut corners and basically do cheap repairs, not pulling frames, not doing alignments, using imitation parts, using junkyard parts, etc. Just that whole gamut of cheapening the repair, not doing a quality repair. And we realized that the industry was all trying to get on the bandwagon, because if you didn't get the referral from the insurance company, you'd go out of business, because the insurance company controlled the flow of work. And it still does today. And we made a conscious decision that we couldn't serve two masters. Either we were going to serve the insurance industry and do, you know, subpar work. So we made the decision back in the early 90s that we were going to serve the consumer. And from that, you know, we decided to create a better mousetrap in the way we processed our work and the way we advertised and marketed our business.
And you changed the law.
There was a huge fight started in 1998. We were fighting with the insurance companies. We were in the courts. We started going to the legislative body back in the early 2000s, working with the insurance commissioner's office. And by 2007, I had penned a law that got through the House, got through the Senate, and was signed into law by Governor Kulongoski, I believe in May of 2007, that guaranteed a couple of things. One, it guaranteed that the customer could not be steered from the shop of their choice by the sheer fact that the insurance company had to tell the customer what their rights were, that they had the right to go anywhere they want. The second part of the law was that the insurance company was required to pay the bill of a body shop that the customer had chosen. And those two parts alone helped the customer get high quality repairs and get factory parts put back on their car.
What's the downside? What happens to your car if you have it repaired incorrectly?
So the downside is if you discover that the car, you know, is repaired improperly, a lot of times you'll end up having the car either re-repaired at the insurance company expense, or nobody will re-repair it for you, or it gets totaled. The worst case scenario is that you don't know what's happening. You have a faulty suspension on your car, you have a bent frame, you have cracks in your frame. You get into another accident, it jeopardizes the safety of you and your passengers. It even goes so far as it can kill somebody in the car the next time you're in an accident.
So really what you're trying to do is make sure that the cars are repaired to their pre-loss state.
It's pre-loss state from function and cosmetics, and most important, safety. Your airbags have to go off correctly. The electronics that are in your cars today are so susceptible to having the frame, having the body all put back together perfectly. The factory parts that are put on the front of the car are engineered to help make the airbag go off at the proper time. When you put these aftermarket parts on, these imitation parts on, the airbag could go off at the wrong time, you know, crashing the steering wheel. There's a lot of things that can go bad when you're not repairing your car correctly or using imitation parts. So it's so important, especially with today's cars, that it be repaired absolutely perfectly.
And how do people get in touch with you to ask the questions to what they should be doing?
Well, the easiest way is to go to our website, leifs.com. That's Leifs.com. And they can call us direct too from the phone number in there.